They left the game in uniform laughing, all 7 of them. That night, October 14, 2013, the Cedar Creek High cheerleading squad was headed home in a borrowed van. They never made it. No crash, no signal, no trace. For a decade, their disappearance was one of the most disturbing mysteries in the Midwest. Until this fall, when one mother spotted something on a TV news broadcast from 3 states away. A detail so small it almost went unnoticed. A girl in the background, wearing the same handmade hair ribbon only one person had. October 2013. Cedar Creek, Missouri. Cedar Creek wasn't known for much. A farming town. A population just under 9,000. But in the fall of 2013, its high school cheerleading squad, nicknamed the Cedar 7, was a local phenomenon. Homecoming weekend. A small-town football victory under bright field lights. 7 girls packed into a white Dodge Sprinter, borrowed from the school maintenance fleet. No one expected it to be their last ride. Mallory Stone, 17, was the squad captain. Headstrong, fiercely loyal. Along with Zoe Ellis, 16, the quiet one. Always journaling. Brielle Carmichael, 17, class president. Natural leader. Haley Brooks, 16, funny, a little wild. Maya Lynn, 15, the youngest, always filming with her camcorder. Ava Donnelly, 17, the empath, intuitive. And Natalie Green, 17, the skeptic, Mallory's cousin. They left the stadium at 9:42 p.m. Brielle sent a Snapchat selfie at 9:48. They were laughing in the van. That was the last known contact. By morning, they were gone. 911 dispatch log, October 15, 2013. 6:34 a.m. Caller. My daughter never came home last night. She's not answering her phone. No one is. Her friend's mom said the same. I think all the girls are missing. Dispatcher. You said they were traveling in the school's van. Caller. Yes, the white one, please. This isn't like them. Search effort. State troopers, helicopters, local volunteers, all were mobilized. The van was last seen by a gas station camera at 10:07 p.m., heading west out of town. Then, nothing. No wreckage. No bodies. No cell signals. The town went into a collective freeze. Mural walls popped up. Candles flickered every Friday. Rumors flooded forums. Trafficking, cult abduction, mass runaway. But there was no evidence. No suspects. The Cedar 7 simply disappeared. 2014-2022. Echoes of the missing. 10 years passed. The girls' bedrooms remained untouched. Their parents, forever suspended in grief, stopped celebrating birthdays. Zoe's father took his own life in 2017. Ava's mom, Donna Donnelly, became an activist for missing teens. She never stopped searching. She collected case files, tracked every tip, attended every memorial. Dana's journal. Entry 289, March 2019. They say grief fades. It doesn't. It becomes part of your breathing. I see her in every crowd, but I know she's not gone. Not really. Someone knows something. I'll find it. The CLUE 2023. In September 2023, Dana was watching a live news segment from a local station in Indiana. A journalist was covering flood relief at a roadside shelter in a rural town called Driftwood Ridge. In the background, blurred but unmistakable, was a teenage girl helping distribute supplies. And in her hair, a pale blue ribbon with embroidered initials. BC Brielle Carmichael. Dana froze the screen. Zoomed in. That ribbon had been hand-stitched by Brielle's grandmother. Only one existed. She contacted the FBI within the hour. September-October 2023. Driftwood Ridge. Indiana federal agents arrived in Driftwood Ridge quietly. The town was small, barely 1,200 residents. They located the shelter volunteer. She was registered under a different name, Sarah Collins. Age 26. No past records. Dana knew that an undercover agent posed as a journalist, befriended Sarah and collected a DNA sample from a water bottle. It was a match. 99.99%. Brielle was alive. She was brought in gently, under medical care. She refused to speak at first. But then, after 5 days in isolation, she finally asked, "Is my mom still alive?" The truth unfolds. Brielle revealed what happened that night. The girls had taken a detour. Mallory wanted to celebrate with one last joyride through the Ridge, a remote wooded shortcut that was locally rumored to be cursed. Teen urban legend. Near mile marker 212, the van broke down. Phones stopped working. They tried to walk for help. That's when they were taken. A man posing as a park ranger offered to help. He drugged them. When they woke up, they were in a hidden basement beneath an abandoned farmhouse. The man, later identified as Leonard Pike, a survivalist and militia dropout, kept them for 2 years, moving them frequently, isolating them, using aliases. In 2015, during a house fire caused by an electrical failure, 3 of the girls escaped, Maya, Zoe, and Haley, but were never found. Authorities now believe they perished in the woods. Leonard took the remaining 4 to Driftwood Ridge, introduced them as daughters from a previous marriage. He forged papers. They were kept in strict control, homeschooled, never allowed to use phones. Brielle eventually earned some freedom through years of obedience and began volunteering at the shelter. It was her first taste of the outside world. She had tied the ribbon that day to feel close to her past. She didn't know it would save her. Epilogue: the remaining girls of the Cedar 7. Only 3 were ultimately recovered: Brielle, Ava, and Natalie. Ava had escaped in 2018, but due to trauma and amnesia, was living under a new identity in Kentucky. Natalie was discovered days later, kept in a separate cabin in the woods nearby. Leonard Pike was found deceased in a makeshift shelter, apparent suicide. Upon hearing of Brielle's recovery, the Cedar Creek community held a candlelight vigil 10 years to the day. This time, they lit only 3 candles. But in the center, they placed something else, a pale blue ribbon. And this time, it fluttered in the wind.